Hello there, this is Sword, and today we're taking a look at the Rose Technics Ceramics X. This is a true wireless earphone. Admittedly, this review, I've heard quite a few IEMs at this point, and as much as I am absolutely no authoritative figure on any of them whatsoever, I am still just a consumer. This review, I'm not super familiar with TWS, so this is purely consumer based information as a first-time owner of these, which is probably more helpful than a reviewer who tries a whole bunch of stuff. But anyways, Ceramics X by Rose Technics. They did send me this for review. As always, they didn't tell me what to say or I wouldn't be doing a review. And audio and everything's subjective, so it's everything I say with a grain of salt. Especially because I don't really know what I'm talking about. Well, for this. Well, I mean in general. Okay. Alright, let's do the review. So the Ceramics X is a 1DD, 1 dynamic driver, true wireless setup. They are water resistant. They have low latency. They actually do have decent low latency. I've only ever had one pair of true wireless before, and there was a heck of a delay. These do pretty good, and that's not even talking about the game mode that they have. This is just stock, pull it out, connect it to my phone. It's good. They do have a couple EQ settings. I'll go over that in a minute. It does have ANC for 55 decibels, and it has a couple different settings for that as well. It sports. They say that they have a 10-hour playback time, and there's 50 hours of charge in your little container thing. I've been using these for a couple weeks. I haven't had to charge anything. My last set of true wireless that I had to charge every 4 hours, and it was awful and a terrible experience, and I never wanted to use true wireless again. This is awesome. I am so happy that I haven't had to charge these. They still work. It's awesome. I really love that. I can't confirm that it is a full 10 hours, 50 hours of battery. It's a long time though. Quite a long time. I was very excited about that. They do have LDAC for higher quality Bluetooth audio, which is a thing, I guess. Anyways, nice little case. Little case opens up, and you got your little IEMs. They charge, plug in, light up. I don't mind the case. I do mind the case. Sorry, Rose Technics. There's, I don't know what other cases are like. There's one little thing that kind of bothers me with this, especially if my hands are full and I'm I travel back and forth to work for hours every day. This case, when my hands are full, I'm trying to get on the bus, and if I have to grab, I just did it. I'm trying to open these up. I got a coffee in one hand, my bag in the other, and I'm trying to grab this to grab it and put it in my ear, and the case closes. And I open it, and the hinge is just, it's too loosey-goosey. I don't know if they're all like that, or if this was just the batch that I got, but it's one thing that bothers me, and I have to mention it. But at least it's just the case. Everything else has been such a seamless for $45 at normal price. That's not even prime, or not prime, not even choice deals or anything, or special AliExpress days. $45. This was a really good true wireless experience, and honestly, I'm happy to be able to try one again. Going into it, I was honestly negatively biased already just because of the previous ones that I had that were from Sennheiser. I don't remember what model. They lost charge super fast. They didn't sound good. I thought they sounded okay at the time until I tried anything else, which, I mean, is kind of the name of the hobby, right? You can cope into anything and think it sounds fine. I mean, let's be honest, everything does sound fine. It's only when you're A/Bing, grabbing this and that we really start going, maybe that doesn't sound good. Everything sounds fine. But anyways, for these, connection to my phone, Bluetooth, immediate. It was there. It worked flawlessly. I was able to pair super easily. The person on the thing that talks to me when these are in my ears goes, connected. Awesome. I'm connected. Super easy. Well, now I can listen to music. And I could listen to music. I didn't have to play around like my old set at all. This is very nice. I assume... I know I'm excited about this, and I assume most other options out there are all similar to this, but as someone who took a long break from true wireless earphones, this was nice. This was so refreshing to go back into it, not have connection issues every few minutes, not have the battery dying on me super fast. I really like these. This is awesome. I don't have to worry about cables. I can just put them in this case. I know they're going to be protected in here. This is a pretty strong case to break into or have anything fall on. My water bottles and stuff I bring to work definitely fell on this a few times, and there's no signs of wear or damage or anything. Awesome stuff. Love it. So, what about the rest of the stuff? Because they have an app. Well, the app probably isn't going to work. I know my Sennheiser app didn't work whatsoever. This app works. I wasn't really expecting it. I mean, Technics isn't Sennheiser. They're not a big, well-known manufacturer of this stuff. Maybe they are, but not around here anyway. So I download the app. No problems downloading the app. Open up the app. Shows my... I had to do a little extra thing to connect them to the app, which was fine. It only took like 30 seconds to do. And then the app's open, and I can start playing around. And that's kind of where the options, like, this is fine out of the box, but the app definitely gives you like the meat and potatoes of like your little fine-tuning. That being said, EQ settings, there's not like a full EQ band thing that you can use. But you are listening on your phone, so you can probably access that somewhere else if you wanted to. There's only like 3 settings. There's a hi-fi and hip-hop and rock setting. I just left it on the hi-fi. I didn't really like what the other 2 were doing to the sounds kind of on anything I was listening on. But really, like, it was so easy to do it, which was nice. And then for the ANC, there's a bunch of different options. There's just normal, where it doesn't cut out any audio. There is the transparent, where it heightens certain frequencies and you can hear things more. There is a wind noise, so if you're got like I assume it's probably made for bikers or runners or something, that the wind noise as it's coming at you kind of cuts that out. And then there's just the default like ANC setting. And like I said, I take the bus back and forth frequently. Buses get pretty noisy and bus stations get pretty loud. With the ANC setting, I think these do a really good job at cutting out the background noise and everything. But what I don't really get is, because I've always been doing this trip back and forth with normal wired IEMs, I still feel like even with the ANC, just normal wired IEMs cut noise more. I don't know if that's specific to this set, and most ANC does a better job at reducing noise, but like just the passive noise isolation with IEMs I find a lot better than I do with these, even with ANC on. And that it's probably just because of the microphones and everything, what have you. The wind noise setting does work. It leaves in other noises, but kind of cuts down the direct wind noise. And the transparent setting, if you need it at like the workplace or something, and you were listening to audio, like I know most job places around here anyway don't let you listen to music and stuff or have this stuff in your ears while working. But if you were working in like a local contracting company and they were fine with that or something, this would be pretty solid for that, especially with transparent mode, because it doesn't cut out anything really around you, so you're still aware of your surroundings. If someone needs help or is trying to talk to you to get your attention, you're going to be able to respond and hear them, which is great. It does have a game mode, which cuts down the latency. I don't have Bluetooth on any of my computers. Or I guess my wife's laptop does, but I don't use Bluetooth very much on any of my devices. So I don't really have that connection to my computers or anything. So I did use game mode to play some games on my phone. I don't really play games on my phone, so it was a weird test. But regardless, game mode definitely did reduce the latency by quite a bit, and it felt almost as responsive as what I was pressing. Just tiniest bit of delay, but quite a bit better than with game mode off. So it's definitely doing a good job there. It's definitely working as intended for the game mode. Now there is the normal audio for like normal Bluetooth, and then there is the LDAC codec, which you can enable to make the quality better. And it does. It definitely is noticeable that it is more of what you're listening to is coming at you when you listen to it with the LDAC on. I think we'll use more of the battery, but like I said, battery's not an issue on this. It is USB-C chargeable. I don't think I mentioned that. But yeah, they last such a long time, that wouldn't make sense really to not use LDAC. I guess unless your phone wasn't capable of LDAC, I guess, would be the only thing. So yeah, that's kind of everything about these, but not the sound themselves. So for the sound, these are pretty heavy in the bass, the low end. Mid bass is a little bit bloated, but other than the bloated mid bass, everything else is good. If I'm listening to some pretty chaotic metal tracks and stuff, it will overpower that. The mid bass will overpower the rest. But for most of my normal listening, it's just bass heavy, and mids and treble are good. I don't really have anything negative or anything like super good audio-wise to mention, other than the kind of bloated bass at times. And for $45, super long battery, okay sound. If I couldn't have cables, and this was something which I did enjoy using this because it didn't have cables, it was so easy to just grab this, pull it out, put it in my ears, let's go. And I was listening too. I didn't have to fiddle around with DAC cable and plug it into my phone and what have you. It was just pull these out, throw them in, press play on my phone, let's go. I think these are absolutely worth the $45. I would say 50, $55. Yeah, 50, $55. I would probably still really be happy with this, considering how long this battery lasts. Again, I'm coming from it as someone new to TWS. So, for me, this is awesome. I quite enjoy it. I know the sound quality isn't as good as what most of my wired IEMs are around this price, but there's definitely more tech going into this. There's more things being jam-packed into here, and I understand that not the cost isn't just 100% the sound, but the sound's not bad either. It's just nothing to really write home about at this price. So overall, Rose Technics Ceramic X. Yeah, if you need a $45 TWS, it's not a bad pick. Compared to other TWS, I don't know. But as someone who's new or back in the TWS scene, I guess, I don't know. Yeah, that's good. It's solid. I like it. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day. Peace.